This is Pancho with the weekly Pele Report, October 23rd of 2019, and we're coming over here to see this waterfall. I'm walking across the creek here. Just give me 1 second. I wanted to get that shot right away, you know. Oh yeah, here we go. See if I can get it all the way up there for you. The moon is now in Virgo. It's actually in late Leo. It's going into Virgo a little later on today. And the sun is going into the water sign of Scorpio. So we had to come down and visit the waterfall. So what else is happening? I mean, the big thing that I want to be talking about is this new moon. Okay, you know, the moon is moving on through. By Friday, it's going to be in Libra. And then, after Libra, it's going to go into Scorpio, and we're going to have a new moon in Scorpio. That new moon is happening at 4 degrees, 25 minutes of Scorpio. And what do we have? Exactly opposite. At 4 degrees, 37 minutes, we've got Uranus. So this is no ordinary new moon. This is a new moon opposite Uranus. So I want to be talking about that. And at the same time, we've also got Mars. You know, Mars was square the moon's nodes, and he's moving forward, and he is going to be what? Square to Saturn. I mean, it's pretty much going on all week because Mars doesn't really move that fast. Oh, it looks like we're not alone down here at this waterfall. Look at this. How about that one? Mars is exactly square Saturn. Okay? On Sunday. The new moon is also on Sunday. So that's, you know, you can do a chart for the next month, you know, of what that new moon is all about. And if we did a chart, you know, for this coming month, and we did it for the new moon, we would also have Mars square Saturn. Like kind of an energy, an overtone running through the whole entire month. So it's a pretty intense month coming up here. And you know, Mercury is moving on until next Thursday. Mercury gets all the way up to 28 degrees, and then kaplooey, retrograde. And it's gonna go all the way back to 12 degrees. So Mercury, you know, instead of just going a degree a day and making it through Scorpio in a month, with this retrograde, it's going to be in Scorpio for 9 weeks. So we're going to have Venus, Mercury, Sun in Scorpio. Let me find a place to sit down, look at the camera, and talk to you about that. Alright, this is take 2 of the frickin' Pele Report, man. There are so many people here. I gotta say, you may recognize this waterfall because I have been here before. I did a Pele Report here many years ago. Only I was the only one here. And this last one, I just tried to do with the Pele Report. And I had a whole troop of like 25 people, you know, just, I mean, the only place to get a shot was on the path, so I was on the path. And it's like, surprise, surprise. And that's what the new moon, moon conjunct sun in opposition to Uranus is going to be bringing for us this week. And like I said, this month, because it sets the tone. for the month. You may want to look back 6 months ago. That's when the sun was conjunct Uranus. You may have begun or initiated new inventions, new ideas, innovations, aha moments of like, this is what I need to do. This is who I am. This is what I value. And I need to make these changes in my life in order to really have my life reflect who I am as a unique individual, revolutionary, outside the system, outside the box, outside the expectations and demands of family members and authority figures and anybody. Uranus is revolution. Make the change. Make it happen. And now, 6 months later, you may get either a boost in the arm. If you're on the right path and you're going in the right direction, there may just, come other people to help you. Sudden windfalls of money, sudden, interest, new partnerships, new romantic, passionate connections with other people. This can be happening suddenly. Suddenly. Uranus is really known for its sudden unpredictableness. But what we want to say is, in astrology, there is no unpredictableness. Uranus rules our unconscious self, and that unconscious self knows what is best for us. And if you get into an accident, or you get into a surprise or a shocking, somebody coming, somebody going, some money coming, some money going, some business coming, some business going, some house burning or some, deal closing. I mean, these are all, it may be sudden surprises, but it's really part of a much bigger plan. Big plans. Uranus is your big plan. And what you may also be feeling is sudden blocks, hindrances, people in your way, people or institutions or policemen or laws or rules, or even guilt or shame, kind of holding you back, holding you down. This is Mars moving through Libra, really wanting to make the connections, make the associations, initiate the relationships. And Libra wants to do things peacefully and harmoniously and very nicely, but when it's square to Saturn, that's Saturn, Pluto, and Capricorn, are going to say, no. We want to see what you're made of. We want to really see your stuff. How bad do you want it? How strong are you? We're not into negotiating. We're not compromising or bending. And you may be tempted to fall back. You may be tempted to, submit. And I want to encourage you during this time to really choose carefully. It's a very important decision-making period in many of our lives right now. If I am going to continue, creating my own unique destiny, or if I am going to buckle under, cave into, and follow along like a sheep or a cow in a herd. The Sun-Uranus, Moon-Uranus opposition wants to be Jonathan Livingston Seagull. It's time for me to take off on my own. So this really is a time where it's necessary for each and every one of us to tap into our Kundalini. Scorpio, Pluto, Venus in Scorpio is saying dig down into the deepest, darkest depths of your soul and summon up that Shiva power, that chi life force energy, and really confront, face, deal with, and do not be blocked. Do not be stopped. This is a real time of big choices that many years down the road, okay, are going to like really show us, you know, who we are and what we're made of. So it's a time of very powerful relationship, intimacy issues. And I just want to, you know, state and restate over and over again that a committed relationship creates a container of powerful transformation where we really face ourselves, and our partners will show us our shadow, and we may want to cut and run. We may want to just like, you know, not face, okay, maybe our past and what we've done, or mistakes that we've made, or just the darker, you know, unconscious, instinctive, you know, animal in us that, you know, really are impulses. This is really a time of growing up and maturing and really, you know, staying in that hot pot of soup. You know, really staying with that relationship, staying in the partnership. And it's just like confronting our shadow and helping other people confront their shadow. But it's like, this is all right. Just because there's problems or just because there's shadow, it doesn't mean that it's not working or it's not, you know, ever going to work, or it's bad, or we'll never get through this, or blah, 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 blah. Actually, the opposite is true. If you're not confronting, if you're not deepening, if you're not challenging your intimate partner, your relationship is not growing. You're not learning from each other. You're not really, you know, it's like struggle and conflict bring consciousness. They bring awareness. So it's like, go to the counselor, go to the therapist, talk it out, bare your soul. You know, what do I really want? What am I really about? What am I really afraid of? What do I really want from you? What do I really want in a relationship? You know, no more just painting over, putting band-aids on sword cuts. You know, it's like, I'm not going to pretend anymore that I don't need this, or I don't want that, or that this is okay, or that that's, you know, going to pass. It's like, no, man. Let's get down and dirty and real and true. Lift up the carpet, open up the closet, really, you know, let our deepest, darkest, passionate self out. This is what's coming up for the next couple of months. After Mars is done squaring Saturn, it squares Pluto, and then it goes into Scorpio, right? I mean, it's just like, you know, this is really a time of, you know, scraping that stuff off the bottom of the pan, you know, stirring up the stuff, you know, and making it, right, deeper, more passionate, more intense. Because every time you withhold, every time you don't speak your truth, every time you pretend, you know, that you don't want to hurt this person or that person, or you don't want to damage the relationship, so you zip it. Every time you do that, it's like putting a brick on a brick on a brick on a brick on a brick until, you know, there's just It's separation. There's walls. There's a wall between you and your most intimate lover, and you don't even know how it got there. It was just little by little, holding back, not saying, not wanting to disturb the waters, whatever. Wreck the romantic dinner, so I'm gonna just hold it, suppress it, deny it, avoid it. Boom. This is the time. Sun, Venus, Mercury, and Scorpio. Blow the volcano, man. Let it freaking rip. Oh my God. You'll be better off. It'll, I mean, the makeup, is beautiful. Then there's the, there's the recovery, there's the resurrection. You go to a deeper, higher, more profound level. It's like, oh yeah. I'm so glad I got that out of the way. And we talked about that. And we dealt with that. And we can put it behind us. It's like, bring it up, spit it out, and let it go. That's what it's about, man. So when I shine my light into the dark, I don't know what to expect. But only by sharing the deepest parts of myself can I truly be fully met. Intimacy requires vulnerability. Vulnerability requires honesty. So rock the boat, shake the apple cart, stir up the shit. You will be glad you did. Your partner will know you better. You will know your partner better. You will understand. You will go deeper. You will love more. It's well worth it. So just lay it out there. You gotta know what I'm talking about, This is the stuff that life is really made of. This is powerful transformation, really. When I shine my light in the dark, I don't know what to expect. So you just start talking. It's like, I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to put this into words. I've been feeling, You just start, you shine your light on it. The light of consciousness. I gotta share this. I'm not really sure what it is, where it's gonna go. It scares me a little bit, but I gotta bring the skeleton out of the closet, and I don't know what's gonna happen. So, go into that fear and share it anyway. Yeah? When I shine my light in the dark, I don't know what to expect, but only by truly sharing the deepest parts of myself can I ever truly be fully met. And we want to be met, and we want to meet each other in full glory. Ow! Namaste. Aloha. So much love.